Hey, Sunshine. Welcome to your June 2025 reading. We're going to get into this pick a card. Obviously, I'm still going to post each individual sign, but I thought this would be fun to see what's coming for you in June, any blessings, any quick messages you need before the month starts. So let's get into it. This is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. This is pile number 3. I'm going to give you guys about 30 to 40 seconds to decide which card is for you. But remember, pick with your heart and your intuition and not your eyes, because sometimes your eyes are deceiving. So let's hop into it. Hey, group number 1, welcome to your pick a card reading for June 2025. Let's see what June will have for you. So let's get into it. This top card here is going to be maybe like an overall message or overall energy for the month. And then, of course, we're going to get into your tarot cards to clarify the energy. So, oh, you have 2. Look at you being special. And I have not looked at these yet. So we have happiness. Well, I mean, what more could a girl ask for, right? And then we also have talent. Love that for you. Okay, so I mean, those are self-explanatory. There's going to be some happiness, there's going to be some joy. Just going off intuition right now until we get your clarifiers. It seems like we're happy that we're using a talent. I know that's pretty obvious, but it seems like there's like a joy you're getting from doing something that you care about and that you love. For a lot of you, you're developing skills, maybe doing new hobbies or expressing yourself in a way that you have felt blocked from or removed from for some time. And this can be anything. Like for some of you, it'll be literal talents and gifts and things. For others of you, it'll be something as simple as, like, I don't know, maybe you're really good at talking to people, so now you're doing a lot of talking, something of that nature. But you're deriving joy from self. Okay, so let's put these to the side and then let's get into your reading. And you know what, I'm gonna zoom out just a tad to give us a little more space. Boom. Don't judge my table, okay? A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Okay, first card out is the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, that makes sense. Second card out, Ten of Cups. Come on, confirmation with happiness. Ten of Cups is the best card you can get when it comes to happiness and personal fulfillment. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, okay. So give me a second to read this energy, pal, number 1. Okay, group number 1. So this kind of basically confirms everything. The first thing that I heard with the Hierophant is the phrase, I will not allow someone to put me in a box. Okay, so for some of you, this month in June, you may decide to go out of your comfort zone. Do something different than what your church says that you should do. Do something different than your friend group says you should do. Do something different than what your typical 9 to 5 is. Like whatever it is, because I really do feel like this is a lot of you exploring, especially with it being the month of June. It's probably hotter. The weather's probably better. There's more events going on. So you may find yourself going places and doing things that you don't normally do. But from a personal place. It's not like you're doing things, to achieve a certain goal or maybe to make certain people happy. You're saying to yourself, I want to explore these things and I believe they'll make me happy, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, even with talent, maybe you're sharing talent. Maybe there's something that you have been wanting to express online or express artistically, or like I said, for some of you, it's breaking away from your typical routine. So you end up doing that, and you end up finding yourself being much happier. I'm not gonna lie, you may get a little bit of pushback for that, especially if people not feeling like you're being realistic, or feeling like you're just too joyous, or you're just too this and too that. And so there may be a little bit of pushback, but I don't think that affects you very much, because you'll be feeling happy, you'll be feeling free, you'll be feeling like you're doing what you want to do. Essentially, with the 10 of Cups, you're having happier relationships. Things are more in flow if they haven't been with other people. Like, you're actually finding yourself maybe spending more time with people. For somebody specific, I just got the hit of, even if like these are not your type of people, so for instance, if it's your coworkers, or I don't know, maybe like a group of people you've never hung out with before, you may find yourself in really enjoying their company anyway, just simply because it's new, it's fresh, it's, it's harmonious, people are making you laugh. There may be some good news that comes up, or a happy event, something goes in your favor. Like, it's just a great month in terms of relationships and just personal fulfillment and happiness, okay? I also feel like for some of you, you may be shining, and you may find yourself having a glow about you, or having an energy about you that people want to be around. Another thing that I see with this Knight of Cups, Knight of Cups can be our jealous, moody person, someone who's kind of romantic in the worst way. So for some of you, yes, it'll be like an ex, or even your partner, somebody you're romantic with, that kind of brings in not a negative energy, but I don't know, they dampen things with their moodiness and their sulkiness. Like, I'm feeling a sense of possessiveness. For others of you, though, this is a negative Nancy, like a straight up negative Nancy. This feels like somebody that you don't really have a close relationship with. Maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's a distant friend or an associate, and they kind of come and try to rain on all this happiness. I'm just call it straight for you. There's a jealousy there. There's a irritation there. There's a, like, I'm miserable with my own life, so why are you so happy there? Maybe this is involved with your talent, right? Like, they're like, why, like, what are you doing? Like, why do you skipping around here trying to be an actor? You're 46, like, like, whatever. Like, they're trying to rain on your parade. So that may be a frequent theme. Do I think that you are bothered or swayed? No, but you know how that goes. Just watch out for those little weird people. And something else that I'm picking up is just making sure you're staying realistic, because you're having such a good time, because it almost seems like luck is on your side. Just make sure you're not doing anything that's gonna put you in a bad spot later, because the Knight of Cups does approach life from a very romantic perspective. So sometimes what that can bring is I don't want to say bad luck, but you're not paying as much attention because you're seeing everything with such a positive lens. And I always say is, make decisions when you're content, not too happy, not too sad. Because when you make decisions in either space, you may say no to the wrong thing, or you may say yes to the wrong thing. So you want to make sure that you're like in a decent space. Right now you're super happy, at least for the most part. So you want to be careful, okay? So let's get some clarity on your career. Bear with me one second. Okay, let's get some clarity on your career and finances. What's going on with my pile number ones in their career and finances in the month of June? Anything they need to know about their career and their finances this month? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Give me 1 second, y'all. Cards flying everywhere. Okay, period. Yep. All right, so we have Sword here. Money conflicts, cutting corners, breakthrough. Career, you can be a lawyer or work in law and order. Get a pay cut. Defense, I'm not sure what that would refer to, and being fired. And another one is manifesting money, reach a goal, financial assistance, career, hands-on work, help getting a job. Okay. Now, for some of you may be out of work, and so this I guess you say this month you get an opportunity. You're able to, I guess, get another job, or get a job that you're more so happy to have. It doesn't feel like you're doing something that you don't want to do. Because like for somebody specific, I'm picking that you end up kind of losing a job, but then getting one immediately that you more so prefer. For some of you, it's just simply changing jobs. So if you were working, say, a boring 9 to 5, now you're like on to something that you've been really wanting to do or interested in. For others of you, this breakthrough really sticks out for me. Like we've been talking about this whole time. You have a breakthrough. Something starts coming together in a way that you didn't expect it to. And I love that for you. So it's just like, oh my God, like finally, my TikTok's taking off, or finally, I don't know, my clientele is raising, something of that nature. Like something changes for the better and you're happy. I also feel like with hand, When I see that card, I always think of one, children, right? But I also kind of think of not charity work, but community work. And I feel like a lot of you may be doing a lot of that in your career and finances, just because you more so want to get in there. I'm not gonna lie though, there is some restrained money, like money conflicts keeps popping out for me. So be careful about overspending, because even if you are having a good time, you may, because again you're having a good time, you may find yourself just spending or just going for everything that you want, and as you should. But I also think there's an element of like, we're not thinking, we're just spending. Oh, you want to go here, you pay for it. Oh, you want to go there, you pay for that. Like, you just keep going and not thinking too much. So be careful, pile number one. What else am I picking up from this? Let's see. Yeah, but otherwise, I think you're really reaching a goal. I think you, and it doesn't have to be a large goal. Like, think broadly. I would ask you to, because it can be as simple as you've been trying to reach a certain financial goal, or you told yourself you always wanted to do XYZ, and you finally get to a class to go do it. Something of that nature. So it can be a small goal, but you kind of reach a goal, and you're happy with that. Okay, my love? So, for what people want to know, what's going on in your love and relationships in the month of June? Interesting. What's going on in your love and relationships in the month of June for my group pile number ones? What are they experiencing in their love and relationship spirit? Group number one, what are they experiencing? Yep, I freaking knew it. This is really seems to tune in with this Knight of Cups. Could be a water sign, does not have to be. Knight being Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in the Cups suit. So you guys could definitely be involved with that. I'm sorry, I'm thinking and looking at the same time. But so intuition says gut feeling, psychic, premonition, sixth sense, truth, confession, clarity, reveal secrets, regret, mistake, guilt, wrong choice, apology. Okay. I'm going to give out a scenario, and I'm just going to, pretty much stick with what I feel. For some of you, I don't want to call it an ex. I feel like I hate to say your ex is coming back, but there may be someone from your past or someone that you had a weird encounter with that tries to come back and apologize. You kind of had a gut feeling about this. You kind of knew whatever they come to apologize about or confess or to, talk to you about is something that you've already known. For somebody very specific, it's the simple situation. They cheated on you, or they told you a lie, and you kind of always knew it was a lie, but they maintained that they weren't lying, or they weren't, doing anything that you didn't want them to do. So that may come out for some of you. For others of you, very specifically, like I talked about this weird negative Nancy energy, there's somebody who has low-key been hating on you for a while. Maybe they just kind of reveal themselves. I don't think this necessarily comes up as a confession, though. I think this more so comes up as like they just do something weird and you're like, I knew it. I knew you was feeling that way this whole time, and I've been waiting for you to do something. Like, there's something going on there. Now, if any of you are feeling a sense of regret, or like maybe some of this information is vice versa, that may be something that you express to someone this month, okay? Telling them about how you feel, telling them about, what you said and did a while ago, and you feel kind of bad about it. But I really don't. I feel like this is someone coming to you, or like in your sphere, that you have to deal with. There's also somebody who's just really, I don't know how to explain it. They just really rain on your parade. Group number one. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm not too fond of this energy, but I'm kind of not. If I'm being honest with you, I don't really know if I too much like this person, because I don't really. They just seem like you're this, and then they're just like there with their little cup out, saying their little crap. I don't like it. I'm trying to see if I can get some motivational words or something for y'all this month. I'm going to use this card. So just to close this out, any words for my pile number one? Okay, period. Listen, B. Imagine how good it'll feel when you're done. Keep going, okay? And I want y'all to hold on to that, especially if you're trying new things this month or in new spaces. If you find yourself kind of shaking and wavering and saying, you know what, I don't know about this. Imagine how good you'll feel when you've finished it all. Okay, my love? But that's all I'm saying for you. I hope you have an amazing June. Bye. Hey group 2, welcome to your pick a card reading for June 2025. Let's hop into it. So this top card is going to be like maybe some overall energy, the vibes that you're given for the month of June. And then I'll clarify that with tarot. And of course we'll do your love and career, you know, everything, all of it, okay? So let's see what it says. Period. New beginnings. Oh, I love to see it. I love to see it. Okay. All right. Let me put this on this side. Okay. So new beginnings. I mean, that's a self-explanatory card. You are probably starting something new. And this can be literally new job, new home, new, you know, I don't know, new hobbies. Like you're doing something different. For others of you, it's a energy. Maybe you have new opportunities. Maybe you have a mental state that's different than what it was in the month of May. Maybe you're reinventing yourself. I just heard for somebody like you changed your physical appearance of your home, so now it's like, I don't know, like it's kind of started you off in a different way than you probably have been feeling for some time. So I love that for you, group number 1. So let's see, let's clarify with these cards here. Okay, we have the 4 of Wands. Ooh, Miss High Priestess and the Devil. Oh, Capricorn energy. Okay, Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising could be relevant to you. Does not have to be, but it is here. Let me meditate on these cards for a second. Give me one moment. Okay, group number 2. So, as I'm sitting here looking at these, the first thing that comes to me with the 4 of Wands is somebody's getting a divorce, or maybe you've already had the divorce or breakup, could be, but I'm really feeling divorce, especially with the 4 of Wands in reverse. I like to see these as our little married couple who's having their first starter home, you know what I mean? But in reverse, there's some disharmony there. So for some of you, that's exactly what the disharmony was. You've had this divorce, you're trying to get a divorce, whatever the case may be, but obviously that has set you off into a new beginning, a new journey. For a lot of you, it's set off your spiritual journey and your like heightened awareness and your intuition. So it was almost like that was your catalyst for this new, I guess you can say, sacred knowledge that you're accessing, this understanding that you're accessing. For some of you, you feel like you were attached to a narcissist or attached to somebody who, I don't know, they had these weird ways about them. Because for some reason, like I think we use narcissists a little loosely nowadays, but they had some narcissistic tendencies or some weird behavior. So you kind of feel like you attached yourself to that, and now you're trying to remove yourself. You're trying to start your new beginning. Okay. For others of you, this is just this harmony within the home. Right? So there's issues with your parents, issues with your kids, issues with, you know, your cousins, your brothers, whomever it is that you live with, and you're kind of navigating that because for some of you, you're in the middle and you're finding yourself constantly dealing with this drama. For others of you, it's not even that you're in the middle, but you're just tired of it. It's like it's always something. It's like maybe the house is in disarray, or you know, you're icky. So a lot of you may be starting to think about moving out, or at least moving away from all of this drama. Because I'm picturing somebody very specific who's become very quiet. They don't have much to say, or especially around all of this drama that's going on. And it doesn't have to even be at home. Whatever structure where you feel like at one point you were safe or it was sacred, now it's kind of changed tones, and you may be kind of going through the motions with that. You're trying to figure out what's up with that. So you may have withdrawn and kind of become more within self, right? You're trying to figure out, okay, well, what am I, who am I, and what am I? And I picture this person. It makes me think of another time in my life where it's like you're living with these people and there's an energy that kind of makes you feel unsettled on the outside, but when you go into your own room and your own space, you're calm. Maybe you're meditating. Maybe you're, you know, thinking about certain concepts or trying to figure something out. Like you're in a whole different energy, even though the external has a lot going on. Okay. Because for some of you, this is like a parent or just a domineering presence that you feel really attached to, but you also want to be different, right? For others of you, you have made a small achievement, a personal achievement. You've quit smoking. You have maybe adjusted, I don't know, like a goal you've been trying to create. Like I want to meditate for 10 days. I want to do yoga for 30. Like something of that nature. So you've become different than your environment. And I think that's where this new beginning is coming from for you, group number 2, okay? And I love that for you. So let's see. Let's get some more clarity. Let's get into your career, is it? Let's go into your career first. Career and finances for my group 2s. What are they experiencing in their career and finances in the month of June? What's coming towards them in their career and finances in June? Wow. Okay. First card out, treasure, worry-free finances, money in reserve, excess. Careers, you can be an executive, you can work in sales, you can work in planning, you can have a hidden talent. Gift, wow, giving and receiving, setting windfall, generosity. Oops. What does it say? Career, financial support, work, surprise, and what does it say? Vacation. Interesting. And then skull. Ooh. Rough patch, borrowing money, low on cash, hospice, healer, no work, and reinvention. Reinvention. What did we talk about earlier? You're changing. Okay. There's a couple things going on here. For some of you, you are unemployed or money is strapped. And that again, for a very specific person, you're trying to move, you're trying to buy a property, you're trying to do something different. So your money is kind of, you're saving up, basically. You're not really getting too much into anything else that's not going towards your goal. Again, if you are leaving a divorce, or maybe you were previously with someone, you may be kind of making plans to get away from them, or create distance. So that may be something that comes up. You're focused mostly on that. So your money's tied up. So for some of you, it's not even that your money is rough, it's just tied up. You got other things to think about. Okay, so you may be low on cash because you're trying to figure that out. Okay, but I'm getting this constant, like, people are giving you things. So you may be surprised, like someone may buy your lunch at work, or I don't know, someone comes through and gives you some extra money that they didn't have to give. Like, it seems like you're getting these random, I don't know, bouts of generosity. Like, people are kind of giving stuff to you. And think broadly, again, because it may not be like big lump sums of money. Like I said, it could be just buying your lunch, or giving you a couple dollars, or taking something off your plate that was originally stressing you out. Okay? Bear with me. Yeah, because there's a lot of sudden windfall. Even though you feel like money is low on your end, it seems like you're being taken care of financially regardless. And I love that for you. Okay, let me see. I feel like too, for somebody, somebody specific is leveling up. You may get a promotion, or maybe you've had this promotion, but you're being like kind of leveled up too. Okay, going from just a regular customer service person maybe to a executive, something of that nature. You're doing some type of level up. I'm proud of you for that. Reinventing yourself. At the end of the day, everything that's going on in your finances right now in the month of June is so that you can get to this next chapter, so you can get to this new beginning. So it's very intentional. Okay. Clarity for my group number 2. What are they experiencing in their love and relationships? What are they experiencing in their relationships in the month of June 2025? Spirit, make it clear for me. Ooh, ghosted, disappear, silence, ignored, rejected. Legal. What did I say earlier? You cannot make this up. Y'all, I can't make this up. Intuition be crazy. Spirit be crazy. Legal matters. Justice, divorce, balance, judgment. Period. Clarity. One more. What are my group number 2, pile number 2? What are they experiencing in their relationships in the month of June? Come on. One more, Spirit, please. What is group number 2 experiencing in their relationships in June 2025? Number 2. Thank you. Divine timing. Wrong timing. Stalemate. Perfect timing. Waiting. Okay, so just like I said, for anybody who's going through a breakup, or maybe just like a difficult relationship of some sort, it's just sticky. And this is just speaking on the romantic stuff. I'll get into the platonic and familial stuff, but yeah, you and this person are kind of at I don't want to say at odds, but you guys have some weird energy. Like you like, I don't know, I feel like I'm sensing 2 people who kind of get into it a lot or can't agree a lot. So that's the frustrating part, is that you're trying to work with this person that kind of makes it really hard to work with them. So you may not even really be in contact. Like, it feels like you only are in contact so you can get certain things done, because you're like, oh my God, stop talking to me. I hate talking to you. That sort of energy. For others of you, you feel rejected. Somebody very specifically feels rejected. I'm a Libra bride because I do feel like this is a romantic relationship. Like someone's in an active relationship, but they feel rejected. They feel like there's something that's not being said. There's something that's being hidden, that they don't know what's going on. And so that's kind of creating a level of tension in the relationship. I can't speak to whether or not your intuition is correct. You'll have to consult yourself for that. But I think that there's a sense of just feeling rejected. Why is my partner so quiet? Why is my friend so quiet? Why is my mom so quiet? Something of that nature. So it constantly keeps popping up, okay? But I think there's a sense of peace with that too. Some of you are at peace with that. You hate it, but you're not going to keep on begging, asking, repeating yourself. It sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Because like, especially with this wrong timing type of thing, it's like you're waiting for whatever to be revealed versus trying to push it or pressure it. Okay. Somebody does have court this month, or maybe some sort of legal situation that they're trying to balance out. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it goes well. I'm not gonna say it's gonna go bad, but I do think that it may not go in your favor, or maybe it goes a little longer than you want it to. And there's a lot of chains here too, so I wonder about that. Feeling judged, feeling wrongly judged may come up in some relationship. Which again, maybe is why you're just choosing silence and withdrawal. Because you're like, I'm not gonna keep on. You'll see the truth eventually. I'm not gonna continue to speak my mind about these things. So overall, I think it's a great month for you to renew yourself. It's a great month for your personal advancement. It's a little bit of struggle there, but with any new beginning, it's not going to be perfect, right? So let's give you some words of encouragement. What do my group number 2s need to know about the month of June? Any words for them for the month of June, Spirit, for group number 2? Any messages or advice for them? Oh, that's too many cards. Just one, Spirit. What message do you have for group number 2 in the month of June that they need to hear? Wow, y'all keep getting like blocks of cards. I just want one card, Spirit. What message do you have for group number 2? Well, I guess y'all gonna get a block, y'all. I'm sorry. I tried to get one. But these apparently are stuck together. So the first message is, if you can't find a way, carve your own effing path. Wow, if that's not fitting. You're carving your own path, okay? Tell the negative a-holes in your head to sit in a corner for a lifelong timeout. Okay? Don't think so horribly about the situation. You're gonna be all right, group number 2. Have a great month. Let me know about it in the comments. Bye. Hey, group number 3, thank you so much for watching this read. So let's get into it. This is your June 2025. This top card is going to give maybe the overall energy or maybe a message you need to hear. And then we'll clarify that with your tarot cards, and we'll get into some love and career, the whole shebang. So let's see what this card says. Come on, forgiveness. Period. That's self-explanatory. There may be some forgiveness that needs to be had this month. This can be with someone. This can be with something. But we are working on releasing something that we may have been holding on to for some time. I do feel like a very strong pull for it being something that you're kind of berating yourself about in the month of June. Group number 3. Sorry, my brain was doing some things there. But I feel like you are just kind of like holding yourself to something. Like you should have known better. You should have done better. And if it's not that you're holding on to it in that way, you're kind of holding on to it like, I won't never let nobody do that to me again. Or, like you're not letting yourself free of any sort of pain. So maybe in June you tell yourself, you know what, why am I fussing about it? And something about her red hair is sticking out for me. So maybe someone who's watching right now has red hair. Someone may see like a flock of birds. Maybe today, like the day you're watching this, or something about this area. I don't know why. I know it's a mountain, but it kind of reminds me of a wave. Interesting. Anywho, so things to think about. Let's see what your cards say. So first card out, 9 of Wands. Period. We love her. Oh, you have 4 cards. Okay, so we have 2 of Wands in reverse. The Emperor. Aries energy. So you could have Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising in your chart. Does not have to be. Maybe that's somebody important to you. And then we also have Ace of Wands. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, let me meditate on these real quick. Group number 3, excuse me. Okay, group number 3. I don't know why I want to call y'all every group but this group. Interesting. Bear with me. I'm fixing the light a little bit so y'all don't have to look at that glare. Baby, I guess we're going to have to deal with it. Okay. Anyway, so the immediate message that I got from just the spread period is that you have been strong and protective and, consistent for so long that you kind of lost the plot. Group number 3. So it's almost like you come into June with this realization that maybe you've stopped really moving forward. And this can be in any area. This can be in your career and passions. This can be in your romantic relationships, or like maybe socializing. Like you're getting to it, like you have been working so long and resilient and pushing forward and trying to do the best and protecting what's yours, and maybe even on the defense a little bit, right? That you realize that, okay, now you're in a calmer place. I just heard from somebody, what do they say? You're so used to having to defend and fight that you don't know what peace looks like, right? So there's like a little bit of like, okay, cool, I've accomplished something. I've seen how strong and resilient I am, but now I'm a little lost. I've lost direction. Maybe I have things that I want to do and I know what direction I want to do, like want to take, but I'm burnt out, or I don't really know how to get there, right? Like, I don't really know what's the next step, or like, maybe I'm afraid to take the next step. But specifically for somebody who is afraid of connection, maybe you've been hurt before, maybe you were down bad for a while before. So now it's like, okay, we're in this new energy of, okay, I know that I need to get over it, right? I know that I need to forgive. I know that I need to forgive myself for not knowing, or for knowing, or for doing something that I don't, I'm not proud of. But dang, what do I do? How do I get there? Am I ready? Do I want to still? You know what I mean? So either way, you may be kind of struggling with that. I think this power may be our more power number 2. I don't know. You may be our more reflective power, our more inner struggle power. Because I really got the strong message of like the month may be normal, work's normal. The day in the life, the routine is normal, but there's an inner struggle that we're fighting with. So we may be trying to get back to our structure, our routines, things that make us feel more grounded in reality in the month of June. Like I said, if you fell back on your passions, you may get back into it. Okay, how can we be more strict on ourselves so that we can get going, right? For others of you, there's a I don't know, maybe following a plan, trying to though, because I feel like with this Ace of Wands at the end, like we kind of fall short a little bit. We tried, we have a potential, we got some ideas, but for some reason we're just not making something happen. So it kind of varies. Again, it depends. I'm not, for my people who are struggling, romantically, I don't really know if you'll get back into dating. I think you may be considering it because you're in such a reflective mood, right? But I'm not really seeing too much there. Okay, and then there's a couple things going on here. There may be something going on with an authority figure, a boss or father. That's what the Emperor represents. I am more so feeling like there's something going on with a boss or someone who is like head of you in something. I don't necessarily feel like it's bad. I just think they may be asking a lot out of you, and that may be becoming frustrating because you're burning out. Maybe things aren't going right, or maybe they aren't doing something right, and you're getting really frustrated. But let's clarify. What does group number 3 need to know about their career and finances in the month of June? What are they experiencing? Mask. Okay, secret stash, save pennies, finding money, theft. Careers could be acting, assistant, hidden potential, and unknown. 2 more. What does my group number 3 need to know about their June 2025? What are they experiencing? Tree. Financial growth, coming to fruition, abundance. Careers, you can work outdoors, family business, be stability or working on stability. 1 more. What does group number 3 need to know about their career and finances in the month of June? I shouldn't even did that, because you see that? Lucrative ideas, new income source, inspiration. Careers, you can be an entrepreneur. You have a new job and you can do creative work. Another card came out. Come on. Lucky break, gamble, good fortune, chance. Careers, you can work in finances, outdoors, and risky business. Maybe some sort of surprise comes your way. Okay, group number 3. Interesting. I feel like I may have a lot of entrepreneurs in this group. you are, and it doesn't even have to be like your own personal business. It could be something that is a family business, something that's not a traditional 9 to 5. For some of you, you're a performer of some sort. This mask is giving like Phantom of the Opera, so you may work, in a dancer. You are a actor, actress, or something like that. Anyway, something is starting to take off. I feel like you haven't necessarily started it, right? Because I feel like with this Nine of Wands reminds me of like we were working on our stability, and we're at that point where we're realizing that we're stable because we're so busy working 2 jobs and saving money and doing this and just getting beat on down by life that now we finally realize, oh my God, I got a house. Oh my God, I got a car. Now I got some extra money to spend. So we're just at that point. So for a lot of you, you may have just gotten there. So now you're at a point where you can relax, and now you're starting to have ideas. What can I build? What can I show? What can I, you know what I mean? Like I said, we have these ideas, but we're a little burnt out. We don't know where to go. So you're definitely inspired in June, and you may even get an opportunity or a chance. I don't really know if you take it. You may try, right? And or maybe there's just little wins throughout the month when it comes to your career and finances that show you, hey, this can actually happen. I just think it's a matter of getting stable. For some reason, I'm tasting pasta. So some of you could be eating pasta right now, or maybe that's like a big deal for some reason. Like you have a dinner with somebody and that's what you order or they order. Okay, anyway. Anywho, and no, I'm not hungry. So, yeah, so there's something going on there. This theft really sticks out to me. I don't want to say be careful, but I will say that there could be someone who takes from you or steals from you, or you kind of figure out that they're taking from you. For somebody specific, I heard they stole your idea. And they literally stole it. Like, you're not guessing. They did steal it. So that may be something that pisses you off this month. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of growth and potential here. I don't really see anything too solid aside from, to be honest, your 9 to 5. Whatever makes your consistent income, that's going fine. But I think there's something else you're trying to take that may come with a little bit of risk, that may come with some unknown factors, but you're kind of excited about it. I'll be honest, I don't think June is the month that you make it happen. But I do think it's the month where you get inspired and you start writing things down. Okay? I think right now the biggest focus is I just need to be stable. And I need to have it. And I'm going to create, and I'm going to try, and I'm going to, get ideas. And I may get a little frustrated when things don't go my way. But for the most part, it's cool. Okay, clarity. What's going on in your love and relationships? What does group number 3 need to know about their love and relationships? Okay, there it is. Roll the dice. Take a chance. Risk. Leap of faith. There goes that risk again. What will group number 3 experience in their relationships in the month of June, Spirit? Make it clear for us. Single. Oh. Alone. Isolation. Lonely. Guarded. What's that word? Guarded. What were we talking about earlier? Guarded. One more. What does group number 3 need to know about their relationships in the month of June 2025? Spirit, make it abundantly clear for us. Mask. Wow. You cannot make this up. Baby, I'm throwing the cards everywhere. That's how excited I am. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Stop it. Hidden motive, conceal, disguise, lying. Wow. Okay, so someone's definitely up to something. Someone's trying to take something. Somebody's not who they say they are. It's funny that it didn't come up in your general, so this may not be somebody that you really know, but you see them moving, snake in the grass. Now, okay, I'm getting a couple messages from this spread here. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Group number 3, you are a very guarded person, and I'll be honest, for a lot of you, you have good reason. You know who I'm thinking about? If y'all have ever watched the movie The Gran Torino, what is that man name? Clint Eastwood. I'm picturing somebody who always look like that. Like, they always look pissed. Because they just have seen so much life and they've been through so much, and maybe in recent years that they just, they so irritated and mad. And I feel like that's some of you. You are so guarded to a point where you kind of hide and you run away from a level of connection. So this month, the loneliness may set in. I don't think it's all the time. Group number 3, I think that for the most part, you're just living life. You're going to work. You're handling your business. You have things to do. But for others of you, it's starting to set in that you're a little lonely and you're a little isolated. This may be intentional, right? Because you have things to work on. But sometimes you want to have a little fun. So you may roll the dice, take a chance. For some of you, honestly though, I'm feeling like this is someone asking for a chance. So you may get asked out on a date, you may get asked to open up, you may get asked to hang out, whatever. Your family may say, come over, let's have a barbecue, and you'll want to get outside. Either here nor there, because these could be separate situations. I'll be honest, someone has a hidden motive. I'm going to be very specific right now. If you are a woman and there's someone who approaches you, and honestly, they've been approaching you, they've been asking you for a date, but you haven't given them a chance. But the reason you haven't given them a chance is because you don't trust them. Follow that intuition. Do not second guess yourself. I get this strong feeling to tell somebody that if and I'm not talking about someone that you're indifferent to. I'm talking about someone that it's a no. Like when they message you or text you, you're like, child, stop talking to me. Do not give that person a chance. I'm not saying that they're a horrible person. I'm just saying that they're not upfront. They have an intention that they're not telling you about. They're coming at this from a place of strategy and not a place of connection. And this doesn't have to be in a romantic sense either. This can be a friend, this can be a family member, a business partner, somebody who every time you see them, as much as you want to trust, as much as you want to be like involved, something is like, don't do it, because you've had enough and we don't need to add nothing else to it. Now, it may be that you may roll the dice anyway. You may get back into dating. You may get back into hanging out with people. But just watch out for this person. It's essentially what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like, again, and separate from romance, I think you may be getting out of your comfort zone. Because you can't take it anymore. You can't take the being in the house all day long. You can't take it. Like, you're over it. You may like it. It may be okay. But for the most part, you're like, it's time for me to really start expanding how I do it. Again, with this Two of Wands and this Ace of Wands, I'm not sure how successful it'll be, but you're gonna try, and I love you for that. So keep practicing that forgiveness. Let's close and let's get you a little message of encouragement. Group 3, what does group 3 need to know about June? Any messages of encouragement, any messages for them? Spirit, one card from this deck. What messages do you have for group number 3 in the month of June they need to hear at this time? Boy, y'all know y'all like getting through 2 cards. Okay, this says 3. Oh, you're special. Okay. We're all imposters. Just own it. Oh, and that kind of relates to that. Don't beat yourself up so much. Keep trying. Keep showing up. Imagine how good it'll feel when you're done. Keep going. Oh, another power got this. You may have watched that reading too. And your ending is still unwritten. It is never too late to create a life you love. Oh, I love this so much. Yeah, you won't always be the one struggling. You won't always be the one, that just got to be strong and deal with the BS. Okay? Hope this is helpful for you, group number 3. Tell me about it in the comments, and I hope you have a fantastic June. Bye. See y'all in y'all monthly reads.